Welcome to part 2. You need to have looked at part 1 first. Let's look at some simple tunes. We'll stay in C, but we'll put in some more minors and other things so you get the idea. And we'll move around, not just the top 4 strings. Let's just have a look and see what that was. That was a very crude version of the tune Desperado. First of all, we had this C before on the top 4 strings, or that one if you remember from part 1. What I've done this time is to put that E on the bass. So there's your C. The 7th. Okay. F. Played F like that before. I'm just putting the F on the bass now and drop that down for the F minor. Right. Classic rundown from C to A minor. I'll show you some other A minors later on. D9. This shape's used in the Rain song. If you remember, you get this. That's a G9. The Rain song's written in G, but in this tuning. So here we're in G, D9. So we can use the bass, the D bass, and then a G7. You only need the 1 finger. So just the 1 finger on the 5th fret. There are lots and lots of Gs. Remember, I showed you this one last time. But in fact, if you look at the Rain song, for example, you'll see they hammer on this 3rd quite a lot. There's that G. There's lots of lovely sounds you can get, but that's convenient for now. And then we went to here. We played the other G7, this on the top 4 strings this time, and then double stopped the notes down. Instead of just playing, we double stop, which is quite nice, into the F. Now you can either play the diminished or just the minor. C, E, A minor, a different A minor this time. Remember I played it down there last time. That's quite a nice device. That's coming from the 3rd of the D to the 7th of the G to the 3rd of the C. Quite a classic thing. And then we want to go to E to get into A minor. So instead of, we could play a crude E. We could play, if you work out this is C, obviously that's going to be D and that's going to be E. So you could just play it there or the lot if you want. But it's a bit crude like that, and the whole point of open tuning is to use open strings whenever you can to let them ring, rather than use lots of bar chords. You'll notice that in the Rain song it's played with lots of open strings. So here we use this for the, it's a lovely, it's an E6-7 I believe. E7 3rd, 6 and 7. That's right. So there's just a few there to show you. I could do the middle 8 of that song, but we'll leave that for now and go on. You can work that out for yourself. It's very, very simple. It's just and so on. Let's or there. Or of course you can play it in a lower register. Right. Let's look at some other stuff in C. If we look at that rundown again from C to A minor, and I played it down there before, but there's a nice chord you can play for that A minor, which looks a bit like the bottom 3 of a B minor in ordinary tuning, just those 3 strings, and then play the open ones on the top, and you get this lovely. And then the 7th, put the minor 7th in the root, in the bass, sorry. And then instead of just an F, play an F major 7, and then into the C. And then instead of going to our D9, let's go to a D minor 7 this time. So, and then of course our G7. So that sounds like this if I run that down.